What's up, everybody? What's splash? Hope everybody's having a good day so far. For those of you who watch my channel, you're probably trying to figure out why is Professor X wearing those sunglasses like that. Recently did a video where I was talking about things that you can do to ensure that you'll go broke. We're talking about buying things you don't really need, whatever, trying to keep up with the Joneses, and we all been there. This is one of those. I bought these about 10 years ago, seen them, had to have them, spent a bunch of money on them, and I probably wore them outside for real twice, maybe three times in 10 years. Had to have it though. Had a little money in my pocket, had to buy something. This is what I got. So I said I'll go ahead and use it in my next video, as a prop lesson or whatever. This is Professor X spending money 10 years ago on things I didn't have to have because it was name brand and flashy. I don't even really care for how they look, really tell you the truth. To me, it don't really fit. It don't really go with my complexion. Too light skinned, have on gold glasses like that. But whatever. Somebody out there want them, they used, been worn 2 or 3 times. I send a little case rag with it, $300. Now, I'm just playing. Don't, no, can't have them. I don't need my emails full time. I give you 225. You know how black folks are. Man, I give you 118, 120 for them. Nah, I'm good. Appreciate it though. I collect sunglasses, so I'm gonna keep them. Now that that's out the way, I learned something when I was married. This was probably, and this was probably 12 years ago when this happened. I had bought my wife at the time, I had bought my ex-wife, who was my wife at the time, some flowers. I bought her a dozen flowers and had it sent to her job. Roses, not just flowers. I bought a dozen roses, had it sent to her job. And when we do stuff like that, we want to peacock a little bit. We want to shine a little bit because we feel like we've done something that they're gonna appreciate and really enjoy, and you know, might get a little nookie, little booty get later on. Women tend to like that kind of stuff. Oh my God, everybody was just talking about these roses, and they so overjoyed, and they throw themselves into your arms, and you gotta halfway pick them up, walk backwards, take them all the way to the bedroom, and tell the kids go play. Don't come out. Mom and dad gotta spray for bugs. Whatever lie y'all tell. Mom and dad got to spray for bugs, so turn the TV up and don't come out so you don't suffocate from the pest control, and go in there and get you a little bit. This didn't happen. This didn't happen to me. If you follow my story, you'll know that even out the gate, we pretty much was offset. But we were still periodically, one of us would try, and nothing really worked. This was just one of those where I tried. And what she told me later on was, she said, thanks for the flowers. Well, she said, thanks for the flowers, but I don't want you to don't buy me no more roses. So in my mind, I'm like, what woman don't like a dozen roses sent to the job? So I asked her, why? Why would you say don't send you or don't buy you no roses and don't send them to your job? Why would you say that? And she told me, that's what she said. She said because they will die and and break apart. And when they break apart, they fall all over, whatever. And she said, then I got to clean all of it up. So that was, I know it sounds crazy, lady. I know all the women gonna say, just take care of it, just keep it. I get it. That's what she said. She didn't want her to clean up the mess when they died. So she didn't want me to send her no more roses. So I knew it was a crocker, I knew it was some cockamamie, but I was like, all right. Of course, years go by, we end up getting divorced. course, years go by, she ends up getting remarried. And one of the anniversaries or something had came up where I had seen a picture of her in her office and a gift that her new husband had sent her. And he had sent her, man, it was probably 2 dozen roses. I mean, it's beautiful roses all over the place. And man, to see the look on her face, right? She was just smiling and cheeks way up to here, smiled like the Joker. Remember on the original Joker when he gave all of them that poison and it forced their face to stay up in a smile. Man, she had a smile like that. And I realized something that I already knew. Okay, but it was kind of like just a fresh understanding, even though I already knew how things work. It's not the act, it's always who's doing it. That's my message. It's not the act, and this goes both for men and women. It's not just the act. See, I sent her roses to her job, but me and her were not vibing well. We knew that we had a crappy marriage and just trying to maintain. We knew it. So I'm not even blaming her. We both knew we just trying to maintain this marriage and get through life. We knew it. So when I did a kind gesture, she was not going to be in a position to receive it that way because of who the gesture came from. It actually probably pissed her off that her knucklehead husband would send her roses knowing that we ain't in a good space. It's not the act, it's who's doing it. There are several women who I'm sure, in particular, who have been through this. When you was getting ready either to get a divorce or you was dating somebody, and towards the end of that relationship, everything that he was doing was getting on your nerves, only to be in another relationship with a guy that did the same thing, but he did not get on your nerves. Here's why that is that way. Because as human beings, we don't just react to actions, especially women. Especially women. What I'm about to say here. But as people, we do it. But I would say even in particular, women will hold this case right here. People don't just react to actions. It's also the emotions that's tied to the person that is doing the action. That's where it will come in. It's not just the action of sending her roses. The emotions that she had for me, I'm the one that sent the roses. That emotion was a negative emotion, so she received it in a negative way because it's not the action that we react to. It's the emotions tied to the person that's doing the action. If you don't have respect for somebody, everything they do will irritate you. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. If you lose respect for your wife, for your girlfriend, for your boy, whoever, once that respect is gone, for your boss, once that respect is gone, it don't matter what they do. They talk 2 minutes over what was supposed to be a 5-minute meeting, and we griping in the back about why they taking so long. We griping in the back about why the room's so cold. We griping in the back as to why the air conditioner's not on. We griping in the back about why they leave the doors open so long. We griping in the back about why we ain't had a company party in a while. Once you lose respect for somebody, everything they do will irritate you. But if you have deep respect and love and consideration for a person, almost anything they do, you'll let it, within reason, almost anything they do, you'll let it slide because of the emotion that you have towards that person. You might have a woman that say, I don't want no clingy man, because the dude she was with or was with last was clingy, but she didn't really care for him. So now she's come to the conclusion, I don't want no clingy man. Let her find a man that she's into, though, and if he texts her 30 times a day, she'll love it and say he's a great communicator. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I don't want no clingy man. I want a man that's got his own life. He ain't got to be around me all the time. Yeah, you talk like that because you was with a dude that was always in your face and you didn't care for him. So you thought that's what the problem was. That wasn't the problem. The problem is you was not into him. When you get with a dude that you are into, you're going to want him in your face all the time. You're going to want him clinging around you all the time. I'll tell you another one. Who that person is in your life carries a lot of weight. Like for me, I speak very blunt. In real life, I speak very blunt, very direct, very raw. Pretty much like I came on my channel. I say what I mean what I say. If somebody did not know me, if I did not have a position in their life, they may take what I say and how I say it and be offended by what I said or how I said it. But if somebody knows me, cares about me, has respect for me, those same words mean very little to them because they know who I am, and out of their love and respect for me, it don't even do the same thing. Who a person is carries the same weight. One person may say something and it don't do nothing. Another person say the same thing and it'll create pretty much World War III. It's just the way it is. So remember, it's not the act, it's the emotions that's tied to the actions of the whoever is doing it. It's not the act. People don't react to just action. So emotions tied to the person that's doing the act. Love, respect will soften that up. Okay? Habits that they have, you'll look over them. People flaws, if you care about them, right? You might have a husband, been married before, he have some flaws, he come in from work, throw the towel on the ground, gets on your nerves, it's irritating. Towel on the ground over here, underwear on the ground over here, one sock on the back side of the toilet over here, the other sock over there where you hang the hand towel over there, irritates you. Find somebody you like, that you love, that you respect, they do the same thing. You'll say, oh, he's so cute, he worked hard today. He's so cute, he worked hard today. Because what the new man brings into your life, whether it's because you changed or he was just better for you or different or whatever, when you see him, you get peace and joy and respect out of him. So what he does, you'll overlook it because of what you're getting out of him. See the difference? With your ex-husband, everything he did was irritating to you. So you didn't respect him anymore anyway, so it was all just nonsense. I done told him 1,000 times to stop doing it. But the new guy, oh, he's so cute. he worked hard today. Let me get over here and pick this up for him. He's so crazy. Anyway, remember, it's not the act. I just gave y'all some game now. Pay attention if you're in a relationship and a person is always irritated with something that you're doing. That's a sign you're losing respect. Remember now, I make my videos where you can get something out of it either way. Pay attention. If you're in a relationship and you doing the same thing that you always been doing, you know you ain't changed up, and the other person all of a sudden is always irritated with what you doing, that's a sign that they have lost respect and you are becoming an irritant to them. It's not the act, it's who's doing it. Y'all got it? Good.